Hello, my name is Dan, and I enjoy working on a lot of projects. Some projects are kind of a little bit mundane, while other projects I prefer to work on are far from mundane. But really, no matter what project I find myself working on, I tend to do things a little bit differently than you may find on like a Google. Those that found me from the Bohemian's projects, this is also kind of a project of mine, making the Bohemian Highway, where I had taken a brand new Super Cub and did a bunch of modifications and bought a bunch of gear and decided to go to Carp Lake from Midland, which was over like 500 plus miles. This is kind of the resulting show that I'm still working on, and I hope you enjoy this project as well. Here we go on day 4.
Mango coffee. Day 4. So, I'm lazy, I'm cold, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get water in my camel bag. I'm just going to drink it hot mango water, which doesn't sound unappealing, but you know what sounds even better? Coffee. Coffee sounds fantastic. So, you can make mango coffee. Make another weird coffee flavor. Have some mango coffee, some digestives. I'm surprised at how intact these cookies are. They have went through some shit. Not bad. This is a solar panel setup that actually my pops got me that works actually quite well. And let's hook it up to this. And as you can see, not really. Things does weirdness. I only got 5%. So, I don't want to do much riding today. I'm just going to drop back to Luzerne, get some food in me, warm up a little bit, kind of clean up myself a little bit. And actually do some chain maintenance, and I hope to have a place I can clean, because it would make my life a lot easier. So, and then really it's supposed to rain kind of bad tonight. So what I'm going to do is probably go to Luzerne, come back this way, maybe go a little bit past this by a few miles, and then find a place to make a really good solid camp. I don't know how well you heard that, but then I started about a minute before I started the camera. I couldn't tell if it was a radio or what, because it almost had the sound like it was coming through like one of those like big throw horns.
When adventure riding, I suggest that you put your socks over your socks, which you have already placed over top of your long johns. This will set you up for successful riding throughout the day. After surveying things a little closer, I didn't feel very comfortable taking off with the chain and everything in the condition it was, so I snugged things up and kind of cleaned up what I could with what I had at hand before taking off. Those that have been watching this since the beginning probably realize in this episode I've been talking to the camera a lot more, which is quite beneficial for me when I'm doing editing, because I don't have to narrate as often. And I can do cool tricks like this, like, hey Dan, where are we going next?
Zern. Oh, damn it. Stump there. Jeez. That sucks.
Yeah, sucks indeed. Now I'm about to notice that it jacked up my brake lever, so now when I'm riding, I am kind of dragging my brake, especially when I'm standing in it.
I don't know why, that kind of sucked. There's a bit more of an angle to it than I remember. But either which way, you can tell that this is now taller than this.
Where part of the everyday traffic is an old man on a riding mower with a kennel wagon carting his dog around town. This is truly my kind of town.
Go all He-Man with this setup here. Then I was looking around for something that maybe could have extended manipulation, and I can't figure it out with what I got here. So I'm just gonna He-Man it.
like one of, I don't know, 4 or 5 times I actually seen them ride it. And most people I've run into are actually on side-by-sides.
Just awkward. I gotta do all that weird. Feel like I'm doing nothing. Nothing, man, nothing. Rear brake a little less responsive. Piece of kind of you can do something, but man, not today, Mamo. What the fuck? Huh. There's that much grunge and grime and grit from keeping that spring. That is I don't really know until I start riding. Yeah, sure. Let's not go too nuts. We always adjust it again. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna pack all these tools up.
I live in a town where part of the everyday traffic is an old man on a riding mower with a kennel wagon carting his dog around town. This is truly my kind of town.
Just had a cop check on me. I told you this area is thick with police. Whew. But he really just asked if I was okay and took off.
Well, I'm not saying I hate cops, but I do feel a whole lot better when they are not around.
So now we see this, but I got. Well, let's go back this way. That's my view for the night. This is with things kind of in order. A lot of the loose odds and ends, like the puffy jacket, those pants. Puffy jacket will probably, depending how cold it is when I go to bed, either be part of my pillow system, setup butter, or I'll be wearing it. Same thing with the pants, I'll probably be wearing those. Those are like the soft shells I wear over my rain pants, which, hey, by the way, that's part of my pajamas. As long as they're not wet or anything, it's A, they're warm, and B, they just slide around really well because the material of the sleep bag is nylon. So, yeah. Keep some odds and ends on this side of me, some odds and ends on that side of me, using the duffel bag to kind of block more the wind. You got the sprocket and a glove and a boot over there. I got a lot of the electronics and everything packed away in the backpack with a hand warmer, hopefully to conserve energy. Yeah, it's really about the short and skinny of it. So now I'm gonna eat my outrageous bar here soon. and just kind of relax. I actually probably should go to bed here shortly. I usually only sleep for about 4 hours a night, pretty solid, and then after that it's just in and out, and adjust this if I get a little cold or I roll over and all of a sudden the coat will fall off, because the coat is actually part of my sleeping system. I put that over top of everything, and even the excess tarpage I put over that for a little extra warmth and extra, hopefully I don't get wet, because as you can see I'm kind of at the ass end of things here for coverage, because the way the wall, it went further back, but I want to kind of have this, and if it was a whole thing, it worked out fine. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty much covers everything, and B, the bivouac itself is waterproof, and then I burrito wrapped the end like that, so I'm pretty happy with it all. So we'll see how that all goes. Right, Sprocket? But oddball's chilling. Really wished I could get to a place to clean them up, because when I had to do the brake work, you can see it's kind of shiny. That spring wouldn't even move, it was so caked. I had like beat it. Other than that, oddball's rolling great. Can't complain. So, maybe one last bigger overall view of things with me out of the way. And it looks a little messy, but it's really not that bad actually. It's just a couple of clothes, and I'm also over there because I'll either be wearing them tonight or I want them near me in the morning to put them on. It's like a lot of times what I'll do is I'll wake up and just kind of pull my torso out and have a jacket nearby and put a jacket on right away and a hat. And then actually kind of behind all that I have stuff to make coffee, so I don't really have to get out of bed too much until I get all warm and fed and all that fun stuff. So until then, I guess we'll see you in the morning. Poor guy, he's so tuckered out. I think he's sleeping already. Incredibly disappointing. And that was my fault.